Hello everybody and welcome to the penultimate round of the Let's Make Felipe Massa World Champion Series. We are here at his home track, Interlagos, Brazil, for a very crucial race this one in terms of the championship, which I'll explain in a few moments time. But we are here for the second to last race of the series, of Series 1, and we will be doing a second series, guys, and there's going to be no voting now for this race and Abu Dhabi, as I am going to reveal the winner of the driver we're driving as in Series 2 in Saturday's finale at Abu Dhabi, which will be a two-part special with qualifying, full-length qualifying in tomorrow night's stream, and then on Saturday afternoon will be the finale, guys, at around about 4 o'clock UK time. But I'm going to confirm the time, guys, on Twitter and also on Discord, so make sure you follow me on both those platforms, guys, and you'll be the first to know when the finale, guys, of this series will begin. The gap is 9 points as it stands right now between me and Valtteri Bottas, but do not count the man who is on pole position in this race. There he is, Sebastian Vettel, only 16 points behind Bottas going into this race, so a lot can happen in this one. We could have a three-way scrap for the title going into the final race in 2 days' time. It's going to be exciting, and for this, we are starting in a miserable P14, but we qualified on the medium tyre, just to see what the comparison like of the tyres are, and it's only about 1 second, so it's not that bad, to be fair. So we have a lot of work to do in this one, but we are going to be starting on the hard tyre. But here is the grid then for the penultimate race of the season, guys, of this series, and as you can see, Vettel on pole with Daniel Ricciardo in second, with Raikkonen in P3 and Max Verstappen in P4, and the rest of the field will be on your screen right now, guys. If you want to see where your favourite driver is, let me know in the comments who you're supporting in this race. Also, guys, I apologise if I sniff or I sound funny. It's because I've got hay fever and it's really bad right now. So I wanted to get a stream out for you guys. You guys have been awesome over the last few weeks with this series, so I want to give back. Even if I'm ill or got hay fever, I still want to commit this series out to you guys as much as possible, because you guys have been absolutely amazing over the last month on this channel. So we are on the grid then for this Brazilian Grand Prix, and as I mentioned, we'll be starting on the hardest tyre possible, on the hard tyre, and we're going to go onto the mediums and then onto another set of mediums later on in the Grand Prix. So we'll see if this strategy works, but I feel it's the best one, so we'll wait and see. We may switch things up a little bit depending on the setup and whatnot, but what the pace of our car is. But fresh allocation of tyres, guys, is the best thing for us there. Setup is on your screen, guys. If you want to use it, feel free to do so. It's entirely up to you. But it's been done by the Flying Finn, who is part of AOR in Split 1 on the Xbox One side of things, who has the same setup as me. So I thought, get some inspiration. But I have changed a few things on the setup. But if you want to use it, feel free to do so, guys. Pause the stream, pause the video, whatever you want to do, and whatnot there. The target, guys, for this video, if you're watching this back, guys, is 200 likes, guys, once again. And we're going to try and go a full series of smashing like targets. We've never done it before on the channel for any series that I've done. So if we could do that, guys, you'll be absolutely blessed right now. But anyway, let's go on to the grid then. We are going to skip formation lap, unfortunately, because why not? As my voice is going off a little bit there. Oh, it's not going well. I tell you what, my hay fever. Because it's Brazil, we're going to do a formation lap, because it is just Brazil, guys, you know. It's a short lap. So we're just going to do... Just gets people in quickly as well, you know, if they've just seen Ryan streaming or whatnot. But I think we're the only Met driver ahead, starting on the hardest compound tyre. That is the orange striped tyre. So this could work for us here if we do some good pace right now. So we shall see how that pans out. There is a bug with OBS, so I had to lower the quality slightly. So it's a little bit off. I do apologise, but there is a bug apparently with the OBS latest version, that if you have anything over like 7,500, which I use right now, it affects OBS for some strange reason, and it goes to like 10,000 bitrate, which I don't want to do when I set the maximum to 7.5. So I've lowered it down to 6.5 to be safe, and it looks fine, but hopefully you guys will enjoy it as well. And yep, so regarding the finale, guys, Abu Dhabi, it is a two-parter, so it'll be the full Q1, Q2, Q3 qualifying session, the first full qualifying of the series. That will be on tomorrow night, guys, at 8 o'clock UK time. And then on Saturday afternoon will be the finale, guys. The 100% race at Abu Dhabi, which is traditional on the channel, that we do the last race of the season. So, hopefully you guys are excited for the finale, guys, because I'm expecting a big challenge on our hands. We're in a bit of a sticky wicket right now with where we are starting, but with Vettel on pole, and if he wins this race, it's going to make it a three-way scrap for the championship. It's going to be insane, I've got to say, for the finale, if that's happened. So at the minute, it's two drivers realistically for the championship, but you never know how this is going to pan out right there. If you're new, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn notification on so you do not miss out on the finale, guys, as I want to announce the driver we'll be doing in Series 2 of this series, guys, which will launch next week, guys, on Tuesday, or Wednesday, actually. Wednesday will be the start of the series, but here we go then. Burn the time, rev it up. The penultimate race of the series is go in Brazil, and what a start already past Carlos Sainz off the line. Good start. We're going to be going into turn 1. Going to be a little bit late into the corner into turn 1. We're going to be on the inside of Stoffel the Waffle, who's also on the hard tyre. So we've got to get past him as our main priority right now, as he is on the hardest compound tyre, of course. We've got past Grosjean, the French baguette. We're going to have a lovely bit of slipstream here on both McLarens going down towards the end of the first sector. And Alonso's also on the hard tyre. So we've got to get past both of them. We have done. And we're already up into the points-paying positions, which is absolutely great start for us there. Even more better is I think the Ferraris have dropped off the front row, actually. Vettel's dropped to 4th, I think, or 5th place. We're going to take positions now, since the AI are a little bit slow, considering it's the first lap and they're all bunched up with each other. So we're going to just try and outbrake each other. Hamilton's made contact, and just up the road there you can see is Valtteri Bottas, who we need to get past in this championship to really close the gap down. But we're going to take position straight off the mark, only because the AI are going to be slow off the start. But once they break apart, that's when their true pace comes out on Ultimate. So we've got to keep an eye on that. We will be slow compared to these guys on the soft tyre, but they will be pitting early, remember that, guys. So take that into consideration, as the Manners have been disqualified. So this is going to be a bit awkward into turn 1, I've got to say. So there's yellow flags out, so this will be the Manners, so hopefully they should be ghosted by now. They've been gone, so that's good news. Oh my god, the Manners. They just legit... Oh, and there's been contact behind. I don't know what happened there, but that's the joys. And Ocon's out the race. Ocon's out, and there's been a bit of contact there. Perez. Look at Perez up in P3. And Vettel's down to P5. So my two championship rivals having poor starts here and just can't go anywhere. And my teammates made contact with me, just checking up. And that... Oh dear, this has not gone well, guys. This has not gone well for the championship. Right there. I think it could be game over for us already, thanks to Stroll braking, and I just can't get grip in the tyres. What is going on? We've got to try and outsmart here, everyone here. I don't know what to do, but that is not what I needed. That is not what I wanted there. We've bottled it thanks to our teammate Stroll braking early than normal, and that put me off, and it just went to the back of him, just got glued to him, spun round, game over. But we are still in this. We're only P12, so it's not too bad. But let's get some hashtags going, guys, with blame Stroll for that one. GG Stroll. But I need some strategy, guys. I need strategy right now in the chat. What do I do? Nope, no restarts. We're not doing any restarts, guys. We're taking it on the chin. I'm not being criticised for flashbacks like certain YouTubers do. Like, for example, would you see Sebastian Vettel, who had a broken front wing in Canada, would you see him go over the blower to the radio and be like, can you restart the race, please? No, it's not realistic, guys. Come on, let's be real here. Let's be real. We're not... And Magnussen's actually fighting with me, but I've got to say, it's not too bad, actually, this little bit of damage on the front left. Thankfully, it's the front left. And we're not losing that as long as I can keep up with the McLarens here. As there is a Mercedes, so I think that could be Lewis Hamilton, actually. And the damage isn't that bad. If it was on the right-hand side, then we would be having issues, like, I will be honest. So it's actually in a good position, and as long as we keep it fairly clean, we should be fine. As Raikkonen fastest lap of the Grand Prix. But we're going to try and go as long as possible, guys. We're not restarting, guys, just to clarify. right now we are not restarting this episode just because I got glued to my teammate. That's not what we want. As we're going to make a late move on Alonso, and we move up there. But thankfully, the front wing, well, the high wings I'm running around here is actually helping me with this damage. So that is what we want as well. And we've got DRS as well, thankfully. So we're going to be ahead of that man's Fernando Alonso, who was unfortunate in Canada, as you guys maybe were aware of what happened. But thankfully, high wings are helping me right now. So what shall we do, guys, about strategy? Do we take the gamble and try and do a 2-stop, or do we do a 3-stop? I'll let you guys think in the chat right now what we should do with the situation we are in. Remember, we will be having... Oh, Alonso's on soft tyres. I thought he was on the hard tyre. I think the game trolled me there a little bit. But to be fair, this front wing, it's not that serious, I've got to say. We're going to struggle in the left-handers, but the right-handers we're going to be fine in. So we have to brake a little bit early for the corners in the left-handers. But so, for example, if the front left end plate went off, like we just saw with hitting Stroll, all the left-hand corners we will be struggling right now. But if it was on the right-hand side, the right-handers, which there is a majority on the track in this race, we would be struggling. And we're going to try and make a late move on Stoffel Van Dorn, and we get the job done. But he's going to come back on us there. We're going to give him space, and we get the job done. We move ourselves up to P9, and next up we hunt now is Nico Hulkenberg in that Renault. And he's actually going slowly, actually. I don't know what's gone on, but as you can see there, the grip level's not that great, but we're going to just have to try him there. But thankfully, I put high wings on this car. If we didn't have high front wing, we would be struggling for cornering there. But I've got to say, it's helping the deficit right now. I've got to say, we're not going to be the fastest overall, which I'm all right with. As long as Bottas has issues in this Grand Prix, then we should be fine. We are going to try attempt a 2-stop, most likely. It depends how long these tyres can go for as well. And I think the rest of the field will most likely do a 3-stop today. So we've got to try and outthink them and do one less stop as Stroll comes into the pits than my teammate. And look at the run we've got on Hulkenberg. I think he's going to hit. Is he? No, he's on the hards actually. So this is actually for position. We're going to try and go around his outside. I thought he was going to pit. Don't know why I thought that, but as we go in to turn 1, the center S's, no one's coming out, and we're up to P7, which is good actually. So that's all right. No sign of DRS, so we're going to have to defend from Hulkenberg with his Renault engine, and, well, we're comfortable actually because he's in a Renault engine. We know the Renault's poor in a straight line compared to Mercedes engine, and we hold on to P7 with Lewis Hamilton next up in P7, and he's just up there, as you can see, but Hulkenberg's coming back, to be fair to him, so fair play to Hulkenberg, and we've got the waffle now coming up behind as well. So far, I mean, we had the issues with the 37-stop strategy. Yep, I think so. So as long as we play it safe right now, Raikkonen still leads the Grand Prix then. He's 19 seconds up the road, which I think is just above a pit stop here, advantage over me. So, not bothered about Raikkonen. The main priority is Vettel and Bottas. They're the two drivers I've got to keep an eye on as Hamilton comes in to the pits then for his first pit stop. Vettel is also in the pits, so we're going to jump quite a few people here, and we move up to P3 as Bottas is, I believe, still out on the track right now, as Checo Perez is just coming out the pit lane actually, so I think he's going to be just ahead of Stoffel Van Dorn, which is not what I want. I want him to get ahead of Perez, and I think he has done so. We're only 6 seconds behind Bottas, so all we've got to do is really park the bus, really. Park the bus is the strategy, I think. But, to be fair, the setup is helping us here. We are losing, I think, maybe 4 temps, I think, to the leaders of Raikkonen, for example, but I'm not bothered about that. But Kimi's going to be pitting this lap along with Valtteri, so we will lead the Grand Prix at the end of this lap, if that is the case. I'm not too sure if we will or not, but we'll wait and see as we come in to Hyunkao, or how you pronounce the last corner, I don't know, but Remember, guys, make sure that you... oh, well, rep. That's not how you promote stuff, mate. I believe you're going to get a delete from that. So if someone could delete that, please. That'd be great. And where is Raikkonen right now? Is he still going? If Raikkonen's still going, fair play to him. I can't see him. If Raikkonen's going another lap, then I'm pretty impressed with him. And is Stoffel catching us? No, he's not actually, so he's lost a bit of time. Stoffel's the only driver who can help me here. If he holds the pack up, that's great. We know that McLaren's done a good job of holding people up over the season. Like Singapore, for example, as a prime one. But remember, guys, tomorrow night at 8 o'clock UK time will be the first part of the finale of the Massa World Champion Series, guys, where we will be doing the full-length qualifying session. And we'll be doing a little bit of cheeky practice as well, just to get a feel for it, and you guys can get in just before qualifying begins. So, I hope to see you all there tomorrow night, supporting Massa and cheering me on. There will be, of course, all the stipulations going into the final race of the season, guys, so you guys know what's going to happen. And I believe Raikkonen's going to come in the pits. Is he in? Oh, he's already been in. Has Raikkonen been in the pits already? I'm pretty sure he's been in the pits. If he has, then props to Kimi if he's done that well. But Hamilton fastest lap then by over a second. That's the problem I'm thinking of right now. If Hamilton's catching me at a second a lap, what about the other AI, of course? Yep, when you have to lay your hopes on a McLaren, yep. So far he's done a good job, is Stoffel Van Dorn, holding up the pack, so he's doing a very good job, to be fair. Is Stoffel. As soon as the driver gets past him, I am going to be in the crap. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But the lockups aren't going to help me here. Look at the tyre wear, actually. 32%, not too bad. We could actually go quite far on this stint. If we can get to lap 18, that'll be fantastic. We know that if Raikkonen hasn't pitted 8 laps, 16 laps, if we can push these tyres to lap 20, then there's a possibility that we could maybe get to the end on these two soft stints. That is a possibility, guys, just to get a heads up. But at the minute, we're in a very, very good position. I think Raikkonen's pitted already, so I think he's on his second set of soft tyres. So that confirms to me he's doing either 4 stops or 3 stops. But we'll see. Right now, also, guys, just want to make an announcement if anyone's interested. Obviously, you may have seen last week we did a stream on Dirt 4. I'm delighted to announce that I'm going to be returning to AOR action in the Dirt 4 Rallycross League on PC. So, if you want to come along, guys, and race against me for some fun, then make sure to join up to Apex Online Racing. I will be doing a video on this to announce my thing. But all you guys watching right now is an announcement. I am back to league racing, but in Rallycross terms, not on F1. I don't think I'll come back to F1 in terms of league racing, because I'm just committing now to the channel right now. So the broadcasts will still happen, guys. I'm not going to chuck that away. Do not panic. It will happen still. So just put that out there. The broadcasts will be still on this channel, guys, as of next season. And it will be me and Chris once again with the commentary, if Chris is still going to do it. So, or if you guys know who Chris is, it's King Kodiak. So rain will coming. I don't think there was rain forecasted. I don't know if that was the case, but I'm pretty sure no rain was forecasted, guys. So we shall see if that's the case. But fair play to Van Dorn here, doing a good job holding on to P3 there when he's got about a billion cars behind him. So we know that McLaren's good in the corners, and I think that's what's helping him pull away a little bit, because that chassis is very good. But on the straights, he's a sitting duck, and he's got to defend for his life right now. But we're doing a good job, though, to be fair, with a little bit of damage. Oh, and there's the first sign that I did not want to see. Oh, and that's not a good line as well. But the gap's 12 seconds then to Kimi Raikkonen as it stands, but we're not thinking about that, of course. So my best bet is to go on soft tyres in the next stint, and then maybe go. We'll see how long the softs can go for, and then I think it's not. I don't think a 2-stop's possible. Stroll's in the pits again for his second stop. So what I'm going to do is go on soft tyres next to help us close the gaps down again. Obviously, we're going to lose about 4 seconds in the pit stop due to the front wing change, of course. So we're just going to put that into consideration, guys. We're going to go onto the soft tyres, and if it goes to... What was the lap I was going to say? Lap 18. Run a little bit wide again. If we can get to around about 9 laps on the tyres, we may take the gamble on another set of soft tyres. So we shall see what we have to do. But we'll see. We'll see how this gets on. But at the minute we're P2, and what that means for the championship is it will go definitely to the last race of the season in Abu Dhabi. So we don't know where, of course, Bottas is. We don't know where Vettel is. So we shall see how that pans out there. But to be fair, we're doing a good job here. I think Kimi's in the pits. I could be wrong. Nope, Kimi's still going out there. I think he's going to pit this lap, though. He's going to try and do a... You know what I mean. But I've got to say... Alright, Speechless. Take care, mate. Have a good night. Should have started this an hour ago, but obviously I had family errands to run, so that's why the stream was delayed by about 15 minutes. So I do apologise to anyone not seeing my streams up at 8 o'clock, but what I am going to say though, guys, is as of next week, I'm going to be running a schedule, and I'm going to put them all in the description, guys. So if you want to find out what I'm streaming when, then make sure to check the description out from tomorrow's video onwards, because I'm going to reveal... Actually, no. Do I? Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow anyway. So from tomorrow, guys, I'm going to put in the description of the videos from now on schedule for the week coming up. Well, yeah. And then obviously, well, for tomorrow's stream and Saturdays and Sunday streams, we'll focus the schedule for next week. And then from Monday, I'm just going to leave the schedule on there. And then on a Sunday, I will update you guys with what I'll have for the second week. Oh, you know what I mean. I'm just gonna put a schedule in the description. That's what I'm gonna put. It will be the same every week, guys. So just thought I'd give that a little bit of a disclaimer for you guys. And no sign of Stoffel yet. So gaps to 4 seconds. We can get that to somewhere about 5 seconds, and that'll be quite good actually. Which is more what we need. But what's the stream looking like, guys? Just a question. I'm only asking because of the OBS issue with the OBS glitch that I've got going. Is the stream looking good? Is there any difference between this and the Mexico stream last night? Please let me know, guys, in the comments, guys, for feedback. I really appreciate that so much, and it helps a lot. Twitch as well. If you're watching this as well, give me some feedback as well on that. That'll be absolutely fantastic. And the gap's 17 seconds right now to Kimi, which is obviously because he's on the soft tyre, of course. And we're on the hard tyres, so... Okay, Twitch is good. Thank you very much, Sudoku. Appreciate that, mate. And Raikkonen is in the pits, finally. And I think Raikkonen may jump me here. And there he is. This could be close, actually. With Kimi here. We've got a good run. Kimi's got a good run. And we will take the lead of the Grand Prix for the first time on home patch as well for Felipe Massa. And all we can do is park the bus on Raikkonen, get him some dirty air as well in the process. Save fuel as well for our charge on the second stint, of course. And just hold Kimi up. Get him some dirty air. His tyres, his front tyres will get bad. He will have to pit early. And that's what we need right now. Van Dorn still holding on to P3. Fantastic job for McLaren right now. So fair play to the McLaren team for doing me a favour, of course. So British team, you know, British YouTuber, you know, got to help each other out. wide though. Into that corner. So we're going to be under pressure then from Raikkonen down the straight. But we're going to run Rich Mix to try and defend from Kimi. And we're going to hold the inside line as much as possible right now. And it's going to be a battle for the lead then. But I think we may have the advantage over Raikkonen for time. We'll break a little bit early for turn 1. Just try and make the corner a little bit easier. And we get that done. Short shifted to 4th as well to get the good exit out of the center S's. And again, but Raikkonen's coming back again. Honestly, we're going to move to the left and stay in this one for our defensive line right now and see if we can hold on. But, oh, run wide. I think either Van Dorn's pitted or Max Verstappen's got past him. I don't know what's gone on there, but... And Raikkonen's coming back on. He's got the commitment on the inside line. We're going to try and hold it around the outside on Kimi Raikkonen. And we're just going to hold on here. Are we? Yes, we do. Hold on to the lead of the Grand Prix just about there from the flying Finn. And we move ourselves back to the lead of the Grand Prix on lap 16. And we need to look at the tyres, actually, because I know a lot of you will be concerned for my tyres right now. 55% on the tyres. We're going to carry on, guys. We're going to carry on for a tiny bit longer. Get to around... Lap 18 would be ideal for me. I'm not going to lie to you guys. And we're going to see how long the soft tyres can go for before we make a pit stop. So we've got 2 more laps on these, then we will box for a set of the soft tyre. And this gap that I've got to Verstappen's going to help me once he pits, of course, because he's on roughly the same strategy as me, but we're going to defend once again from Kimi out of the slipstream as well, which is helping me actually hold on to my lead of this race right now. So I think that's what's the cause, as Raikkonen tried to go around the outside as well, but he had to back out of it. There was no room, and we hold on for the time being in first place, which is absolutely fantastic that we're holding on here. We're coming on to half distance as well, I must add. 17 laps on these tyres is not too bad of an achievement right there. So I don't think we can get to the end on another stop here, on a 1 stop, so we just have to just do what we have to do right now and just drive for the sake of it. Back on the power we go, coming into Hyun Kao again. Gap's 4/10 of a second, but the gap to Verstappen's the one I'm keeping an eye on. It is 6 seconds, which is definitely what I want, just to help me in the buffer once we come into the pits, of course. But we're going to go 1 more lap. This time by we will pit from the lead of the Grand Prix. And Raikkonen's actually made contact with me into turn 1. Has he got any contact there? He hasn't got any front wing damage right there, so Kimi Raikkonen's got away with it there, scot-free, without any form of damage there. So that's a bit naughty from Kimi. And here he comes then. He's going to try and go around the outside of us into the start of the second sector. And we're just going to hold it off there. But what was Kimi doing? What was Kimi doing? I don't know what you guys think, but Kimi, a little punt. A little punt to pass, maybe. Kill Kimi. No, we won't kill Kimi. I like Kimi. Ryan, the track is lava. Yep. Nice to see that. Is that Glock happens? Yep. You never know. Glock could happen. Timo Glock could come out of nowhere, slow down, and wipe Raikkonen out for us. And actually, you know what? The tyres aren't too bad. I'm going to do a soft stint. We're going to do 2 soft stints, but I need to know, what is the mandatory tyre? Is it the hard tyre or is it the medium? I need to know in the chat if what is the mandatory tyre around Brazil. Is it the medium or the soft tyre? If it's the medium, I have to pit this lap for sure, or pit for mediums at some point. But I need to know in the chat, guys, right now, what is the mandatory tyre for this race? I need to know as soon as Raikkonen tries to go around the outside of us. We give him the space, and we just hold on to the lead of the Grand Prix once again right now. So I need to know in the chat, guys. Spam what tyres it is right now. Hashtag kill Kimi. Nope, that's not what we don't want. We don't want to kill Kimi. Kimi's trying to help us, actually. So Kimi's not in the championship, of course. So mediums are mandatory. So okay, we will pit this lap then. Go on to some soft tyres. So thank you very much, guys, for posting that in the chat. So we will box for soft tyres now, just to aid us in our defence against, like, and gain some time back. If these guys are on going to the hard tyre or the medium tyre, we can gain some advantage back on these guys up the road. Do we try it? Oh, we'll go for another lap. You know what? Screw it. We're going to try and we're going to go on mediums next. Raikkonen's going for the move down the inside into turn 1. We're going to have to try and defend him there. And we just about held it there at the centre S's. So we're going to go for one more lap and do 20 laps on these tyres. It's a good job there. I've got to say, we're doing we could maybe go on mediums and do a one-stop. Do you think we could do a one-stop, guys? Is it possible to do a one-stop here? As Raikkonen finally gets past me and takes the lead of this Brazilian Grand Prix. But we're not going to give up, guys. We're not giving up on this. Do you think we could pull off a one-stop if we manage the tyres? If I stay out, could we try a one-stop? Do you think a one-stop's possible, guys? I mean, the tyres aren't that bad at the minute, and I'm holding on to Raikkonen. As Raikkonen just checks up there. And Raikkonen's made a mistake, actually. Trying to go on his outside, but there's just nowhere to go. And we have to hold station for the time being. Do you think a one-stop is possible, guys? Can someone clarify that on for me? How long do the mediums last normally? Because if I can hold on to Raikkonen, we've got DRS as well, thankfully. So I'm going to chuck it in lean to save some fuel. I'm going to go for it. Let's try the one-stop, guys, in this race. If we can go 21 laps on these tyres, and they're on 69%, I think it's possible. I legit think it's possible. 15 laps. Well, that's great timing, actually. So we will box this lap then. Obviously, we're going to lose a bit of time, obviously, because, yeah, we will change the wing. We've confirmed that we are changing the front wing. But I've got to say, props to Flying Finn here for the strategy, the setup here. I've got to say, it's a fantastic setup. And we are starting to lose a little bit of grip now on the front left tyre, which is not what I want. Keep current. Let's get Jeff on the blower, just telling him to not put me on a soft stint. We're going on the mediums to the end of the Grand Prix now. But I think we should be fine on the mediums, I think, to the end of the Grand Prix. We're going to be doing at least 15 laps on them, which I think someone in the chat mentioned it's 15 laps on the medium tyre. So we're going to do it. Into the pits for a one-stop here. Make sure we hit 50 miles an hour. Very crucial, and we just get it on there, guys. Just about there, but props to 22 laps on the tyres is fantastic. And look at this, actually. Max Verstappen's coming in as well for a pit stop, so he's going to be ahead of us. So we've lost only a position, I've got to say, to Max Verstappen, which I'm not bothered about. He's on the hard tyres as well, so he's going to the end of the Grand Prix, I think. Oh, no, we've hit the wall. Jesus Christ, Ryan, I've hit the wall. Why can't I get this pit exit absolutely spot on? I just can't get it right. But we're up in P6, so that's actually not bad to say on a recovery drive. Who's retired? I've just noticed who... Did anyone spot who retired from the Grand Prix? Because I didn't see. Shout out to KFC. Yep, I had a KFC on the way back from my family errands, so... Why is my tyres, by the way, on 9% already after one on an out lap? Are these the same tyres I ran in qualifying? Because if they are, that's hashtag not ideal, I've got to say. But the damage is only light, guys. It's only light damage, so it's not that bad. I can still get the grip, so... And we've got a few more people to stop ahead of us as well, so... Yep, get the bottles in, guys. The more bottles, the more encouragement for me, guys. So, as Stroll enters the pits for the third time, I think he's doing 3 stops. And a chunk of people are in the pits as well, which will move us up to where? P4. Max Verstappen's the next man up the road on the hard tyre, which obviously he came into the pits same time as us, so we should be quicker than him a little bit. So FHL failed pit exit. Ryan Littlemore, yep, fair play, I respect that. And look who's behind us. A certain Sebastian Vettel is behind us, who of course we know is in that championship fight as well. But where is Valtteri Bottas in all of this? That's the big question on everyone's minds right now, is where is that driver of Bottas in all of this? We do not know. All we know, Raikkonen's got the lead. We know Verstappen's in P3 actually. So I don't know who's in P2, but we're going to find out very shortly, with pit stops coming up very shortly, but we shall see. But I've got to say, props to the Flying Thing with the setup. His setup is very good, I've got to say. But I changed the wings to up it up a little bit in case of any calamities that we may have. It's run a little bit too deep into the center S's, so it's not not ideal right now, but we're up in 4th place, so it's not too bad. And look who's coming. Who's behind him is the question. I do not know. I think it could be Sergio Perez, who came out the pits with us on the hard tyre. So we'll have to keep an eye on who that is. I'm pretty sure it's Perez, and I think it was at the minute. But at least we're ahead of one of our championship rivals in Vettel, who's obviously about, what, 12 points ahead? We're 12 points ahead of him going into this race. And I think Vettel may be pitting again as well. So I think most of these guys will be doing 3 stops here while we're doing 1, which is actually quite impressive to say we can pull that off. But it only works realistically, guys, if you can, you know, if you have a fresh set of tyres and you're outside the top 10, a 1 stop is definitely on the cards for you. It's risky, but it can work for you, as you can see as well right there. So all we can do is just hold on here as Vettel actually comes into the pit lane. So Vettel in for his final stop then of the Grand Prix. We can't do anything about that, of course, so Vettel will hunt us down for the last 12 laps of the Grand Prix. And over 400 people watching this. Oh my lord. 400 people want to watch a finale, a penultimate race of the season. Props to you lot. And it is actually Brazil, to be fair, so there's no rain forecasted, guys. So just want to clarify that. There is no rain for the end of the race. So it's dry to the end now. There's a little bit of a screen freeze there, so it's not too bad. Why Massa? Because he should have won the championship in 2008, I'm not going to lie. If it wasn't for Timo Glock, Massa would be champion, personally. But Massa was the better man that season. So I feel he should deserve a championship here. And I think Verstappen is actually Van Dorn in P3. So as it stands, we will gain points on Bottas going to the final race of the season, which is what I want. So Van Dorn drops into the pits, actually, I believe. And we are now into the podium positions. So it's Kimi Raikkonen leading, then it's Max Verstappen in 2nd. Then it's Sergio Perez in the Force India in P4. And there he is, actually. So we're going to be trying to hunt down Max Verstappen, which I don't think is going to happen. The Red Bull we know is quick. So all we can do, a podium will be fantastic for us because we'll close the gap to Bottas in the standings and we'll pull away from Sebastian Vettel and rule him out of the championship. So it will be a straight dogfight between me and Bottas going into the final race of the season. So have I tried the Formula Ultimate on Automobilista? No, because I don't have the game. So I can't. Cully actually asked that. So I don't have the game, so I haven't played it. So, and you don't have to apologise, mate, for the caps. We all make mistakes, so don't apologise, mate, for the caps. This chat is on fire. It is on fire. Yep, watching the fuel, guys. Don't worry. What I'm planning on doing is running rich on the straights, and then in the middle sector onwards until Young Cow, we're going to be running lean mix, and we've already gained 0.2 laps of fuel a lap, so that's great. And in case if like Perez or Vettel come back on us, we can run rich mix to the end of the Grand Prix, so we're doing quite good right now. Vettel, speaking of the devil, fastest lap for him, So he's about 17 seconds behind us, and he gets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. So he's basically doing... So why don't you put on low fuel at the start? Because it comes back to haunt you. No. I only run less fuel at the start of the race if it's raining. So if it rains at the start, then of course I would run lower fuel just to help the car with the car weight. And obviously not running rich mix in the wet conditions because you just lose the back end. And at the wall, it's not ideal. So that's why I decided to not do that. So we're 10 seconds away from from Max Verstappen, who actually is going to go to the end, I think. He could even pit, we don't know yet. If we could go 20 laps on them, then you never know, really. There, I think, is Max Verstappen up the road. Just got to manage these tyres somehow. They're already up to 36%, which is what I'm concerned about right now, if we may have to pit again for a set of the soft tyre. But hopefully we won't do that. But if you just joined us, guys, the gap is 9 points between me and Bottas. And if it stays as it is, that gap will drop. And it will be very close for the finale, guys, which is going to happen in 2 parts, guys. The first will be full qualifying, guys, on tomorrow night at 8 o'clock UK time. And if you aren't already, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel right now by turning notifications on, guys, if you want to see the finale tomorrow. The qualifying session for that, which will have practice as well, so you guys can get in and watch all, full qualifying of that. And then Saturday will be the finale, guys. 100% race, traditional on the channel. The last race of a season, of any series, is 100%. So you've got that to look forward to, guys, on Saturday. And then next week will be the start of Series 2, where in Saturday's video I'm going to announce the driver we will be racing for in Series 2, guys, on the channel, which I'm absolutely looking forward to. And it'll be the last big series, guys, before we head over to F1 2017 come end of August. So I'm absolutely pumped for that. Massa was technically champion for 38 seconds. That's very true. But overall, he didn't win it though, did he? In the end. Where did Perez come from? I've just noticed Perez has literally just come out of nowhere and is right on my back. How has he done that? I do not know how Perez has done that, but maybe it's the hard tyres. Maybe the hard's the best tyre to be on right now. We're going to have to try and save some tyre wear now. Maybe the hard tyre in these conditions are the best race tyre. Palmer to glory, never happening. We did do a video on Will Stevens on the last F1 game. Where's Perez gone? Perez just lost a chunk of time behind the Sauber. Don't know what happened to him. So we've got 7 more laps to go, guys, to try and hold on to a podium finish, which is definitely what we want. We're not bothered about Verstappen or Kimi Räikkönen in this Grand Prix. The priority is Vettel and Bottas from now on, guys, to the last race of the season. As long as we beat them considerably, a big gap, we should be fine. So we're not pitting, guys. We're going to go to the end of the Grand Prix now. We're committing now. Right now. It's a short lap as well. Hopefully the tyres can hold out for me a little bit longer than they should do. But some of these guys may pit again for soft tyres. You do not know that. Anything can happen with this race. The AI may pit once again for some soft tyres. Remember, Verstappen came in on the same lap as me, and if my tyres are like they are, surely Verstappen's are going to be somewhere close to that range, and we'll pit potentially for another set of maybe even the soft tyres. We'll wait and see. But Perez struggling to try and close the gap now, so just trying to see if there's a Red Bull in the pits. We can't see anyone. As we actually get the fastest, our fastest lap of the Grand Prix, a 14.5, which isn't too bad actually. And Perez is just there, and we've got 6 laps to go in this Grand Prix. And as it stands, we're going to get 15 points, which is quite a big chunk of points, actually. So, it should be interesting. Obviously, guys, the finale will have stipulations in, guys, which I am going to put in the stream. So, all your details, got all the stuff. Well, I'll put it in the description as well, the video. If you want to know the stipulations for whoever's going to win the championship, will be put in the description, guys, of the next video. For both qualifying, the qualifying stream and the full race stream as well. But it will be interesting. The gap is 1.7 seconds at the minute to Sergio Perez. I don't know what the gap's going to be now, but now he's got clean air, he's going to be piling the pressure on right now. But as long as we can get on the podium, that'd be great. Both fronts are on 52%. The clouds are coming out as well. The sun's trying to break through, which might be the reason why we're starting to struggle right now for grip, potentially. So we'll see how we get on with 5 laps to go. But it's going to be very tantalising right now how this pans out. 16 viewers on Twitch. Absolutely great to see. No double points because it's not... Oh my lord, that was close. No double points because it's not the 2015 season when they did have double points, I believe it was, or 2014. So there's no double points in the last race. I can't remember what season it was that happened. So puncher incoming. Don't say that. Do not say puncher in the chat because that's going to put me off. And if we pit, we're going to lose so much here. But we've got to stay out realistically to try and win this championship, to close the gaps down and take it to the last race of the season. We've got to just try and hold on here for dear life right now. The tyres, they're okay. Yep, Schumacher took the pole at 43. Yes, I think F1 2017 is good to play on, really, on any platform, on any type of device you've got. So if you've got a wheel, or even a pad, just go for it. It's great fun. It looks good. No idea, Scream. It's because mainly, 400 viewers of mine are from YouTube, so that might be the reason why. I've got a bigger fan base over on YouTube than Twitch, but Twitch is used as a backup in case YouTube stream goes down. Then everyone can jump across to Twitch because we know it's still on. And I can make highlights from that as well. And that's another announcement, guys, I want to make. If we get 250 likes, I'm going to make an announcement at the point of finishing it. And it regards next season, but it all depends if anyone is interested in helping me out with this. So it's a possibility, so we shall see. Anyway, come on to 3 laps to go then. Oh, and I've lost sound there. That was kind of weird. The game lost sound. Oh, hello. Got a bit of screen lag again. Which, oh my god, what is going on with my game? We're pausing the game. We're going to pause the game for a sec. I don't know what was going on there. What the hell was going on with my game? My game is going absolutely bananas on me right now. It's the first time I've experienced whatever's going on. I don't know what's going on. My FPS just dropped massively. It's doing it again. I've lost sound again. And Perez has just pinned me as well. What is going on with my game? I do not know. Right. No. Don't do this. Oh my god. Guys, what the hell is going on with my game? What is my game doing? My game is literally frozen on me. I may have to pause the video at points here. But I'm getting no sound. I've never seen this before on a game. I've just got to carry on. The gremlins of the Cody's game is striking right now. I don't know what is going on with my game sound right now. I've never seen this before on my game right now. I don't know what is going on, but what is going on? Guys, have you ever seen this before? Have you legit seen this? Have you ever seen this before? Like, I think it's calmed itself down, but what the hell was that? It literally just cut itself, and then the sound went. So a lap of that has cost me a position to Perez on the podium. It isn't flashbacks. It won't do any difference with flashbacks, because it may just be a little bit of a glitch, graphical glitch or something with Brazil. But that's cost us P3 in this race, and will make the championship even more interesting. But what the hell happened there? It looks fine now. I think we're okay. We haven't seen a glitch like that before. Vettel was up to P5, but what was that? Has anyone seen that before? It's been fine all race, and then it happens right before the end of the Grand Prix. Oh, wow. I don't know what to say, but we've got to now attack Perez. Perez best be crapping himself right now, because I don't care about punches now. We're going to go for it now. Perez is struggling for grip as well. We're running out of fuel as well, which is not ideal. Perez is running very slowly right now, so I don't know if he's got fuel issues or he's got no grip in tyres, but we're going to go for it, lads, on the last lap of the Grand Prix. We just got to take gambles now. We've got DRS as well, thankfully, going down the straight then for the last lap of the Grand Prix. This is crucial for the championship right now if we get past Perez. But give me some praise, guys. Give me some hype right now. Can we get past Perez on the last lap of the Grand Prix? It's going to be tantalisingly close on fuel, but I've got to do it as we get some slipstream on Perez down there. Look at the straight line speed we've got. We're going to outbrake Perez into the corner, and we get the move done just about there. We're going to be side by side with Perez up the hill, and Perez has got the better exit, and we lose the position still right now. But what a battle this is to win the Grand Prix. And we're going to try and outbrake Perez into the next corner. Outbrake him as well. Take the inside line, and we get the move up into P3 right now. Now we've got to save fuel. Put it in lean, Ryan, and get to the end of this race if you can. Raikkonen wins it here in Brazil. We just got to park the bus a little bit right now on Perez, and this is big right now. This P3 I will take as a race win, guys. With the graphical issues we had for the 2 laps, which could have cost us big on points, we are going to hold off Sergio Perez right now to come home in P3 of this Grand Prix. It puts us in a good position for the finale in Abu Dhabi. P3 here on home soil for Felipe Massa. We'll take it anyway, lads, with that. From the issues we had at the start, I will take it. So it is that Glock moment right there for me. But Ferrari once again winning here. So fair play to them. Props to Ferrari. Props to Raikkonen for his strategy, I've got to say. So fair play to Kimi. There he is. Race winner once again. And it's a shame, really, because he would have, he would have been good, actually. So fair play to Kimi on that one. And praise as well to Max Verstappen as well for his P2. And Perez gets that P4. Just missed out on the podium. But who cares about him? Who cares about him right there? But there's the podium. And there is us in P3. The crowd are cheering on Massa right now as he goes to Abu Dhabi as a potential world champion. And you have to wait, guys, till tomorrow night for qualifying for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And then the race, which is 100%, will be on Saturday, guys. Which you need to make sure you follow me on Discord and also Twitter, because I'm going to announce the time start for the Abu Dhabi race, guys. So make sure you are there, guys. But here is the official grid then for this Grand Prix at Brazil. You know the top 3, so we won't mention them right now. But let's get some like spikes going, guys, right now for that epic race right there. Let's see if we can get close to 300 likes, guys, or more. Will be insane. But Raikkonen wins by 16 seconds as he did a 3 stop. Verstappen did a 2 stop, so props to him. And there's us with the cheeky 1 stop as well in P3. Perez gets 4th, Vettel P5. Bottas is down in 11th place, which means we will lead the championship as well going in to the last race of the season, guys. Vettel in P5, which will even help him in his championship cause as well. Then it's Van Dorn in P6, then Stroll in 7th, then Grosjean 8th, Hamilton down in 9th, and Ricciardo just misses out there on the points there. Oh, gets the last points paying position, sorry, and Bottas just misses out there. And the rest of the field, guys, is on your screen right now, and Bottas doing 3 stops, which is pretty fine. We must be caught in traffic right there. And the only retirement was Ocon in the Force India from the crash from the Manners at the start of lap 2. So that's a bit disappointing for him. But what does this mean going into the last race, guys, of the season. We lead by 6 points. And look how close it is. 4 drivers are still in with a chance of winning this championship. There's me, then 6 points behind is Bottas, then 12 points behind is Vettel, and then 13 points behind is Kimi Räikkönen. Who would have thought this going into the last race of the season? 4 drivers could win the championship, guys. And you won't have to wait long for that, because it will be tomorrow, guys, for full qualifying, as I mentioned. And then on Saturday afternoon will be the finale, guys, of Series 1 of Let's Make a Driver World Champion. And we'll look at the Constructors quickly. Ferrari also take the lead of the Constructors' Championship going into the last race of the season. Hey, we could still beat Mercedes and get P2 as well. Absolutely insane, guys. Absolutely insane. Going into the last race of the season, guys. This is going to be interesting. 4 drivers, 1 champion. You won't have to wait long for that, guys. So make sure you subscribe right now if you want to see the finale, guys, in a few days, tomorrow night as well. Make sure you slap a like on the video, guys, if you enjoyed that race, and subscribe as well. But until tomorrow, guys, for part 1 of the finale in Abu Dhabi, and it's my driver script. How can I script this when it's live? Come on, guys. Be serious. Come on. As well. But until then, guys, I will see you tomorrow, guys, for qualifying for the Grand Prix, guys, in Abu Dhabi. Until then, have a great night, guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night. I said that so many times. Have a great night, guys, and see you tomorrow once again. Until then, adios.